Hello, this is Royce Thompson again with Whip-Mix Corporation, and in this little segment we're going to talk about the importance and the need for lubrication of the 300 series articulator. And so as we start to step into that, I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about the mechanism in the latching system. And no different than on your car in your ball joints, things that direction, have metal on metal working surfaces. And it's very important for them surfaces to have lubrication. And so inside here we have the same thing happening. As metal wears on itself, you can have a couple different things. You can have an issue where it actually will gall up and no longer function, or you can actually create wear. And so what we're trying to do in the lubrication is prolong the life of the articulator and cut down on the wear and tear of the articulator as well. So with that being said, people will ask me, how often should I lube the articulator then? And a very simple answer to that is when you buy the articulator, when you're going through the functions and looking at all the neat gadgets it has, you're going to play with that latch a little bit. You're going to see how it latches and unlatches. And when you do that, you get a pretty good feel of how it should feel from the factory. So once in use and you start using this thing, and you start feeling, well, that latch is starting to drag a little bit, it's feeling a little bit catchy, then that's probably the best time to go in and decide you need to probably lube the thing. So what we're going to do, we're going to go in an unlatched position, and we're going to take, we got WD40 here that we use. You can also use a high-speed hand-piece oil, which you have in your office. But the WD-40 is kind of handy because you can get it in a little small can that makes it a little bit easier. You probably won't use that little can. It'll last you all year long. So it makes it a little bit easier to handle as you're doing it. It's not as big and bulky. But what we're going to do is we're going to come down in at an angle, and we're going to give her a shot. And we're going to go the other angle and give her another shot. What that's going to do is allow that oil to run down in through the metal on metal, as I was speaking before. And we're going to flip it over and let it do that a little bit on the other side. And then we're going to go in the latch and unlatch position. Now on a 310, this is all you're going to be able to do in order to help do your lubrication on your articulator, since it does have a fixed fossa at a 25 degrees, so they're not removable. However, today I'm playing with the 320, so the 320, like the 330, as we mentioned in our earlier videos, is that the fossas are removable. We simply do that by rotating the fossa where the knob is forward, and our fossa will come right off. So then what it does is it opens up the back side of our latching mechanism so we can see how this is actually functioning and what it needs to do. So it allows to be able to see that the centric pins need to work freely and move back and forth in order to function properly. So if this is not happening and I'm feeling some drag as this goes back and forth, we can take this one now and we can come in on the top side, give her a little squirt, and one on the other side as well. We make a mess of our bench, but we're used to that. So, but then we're going to come back in with a rag and just kind of wipe the excess off. But you're definitely going to see and be able to feel the difference in cleaning some of that grit and that from when you have your models on, you're doing your grinding and that, and some of that material can be pulled in there. This will help wash and clean that out and give a nice lubrication to both the metal surfaces so they will move freely for you. So once that's done, we simply find the correct fossa for the right side, place the knob forward, it's in a position, lock it in our condylar inclination. Same thing over here, knob forward, in, up into position. Just kind of wipe things off, clean up some of that oil, upper area, put it back on the instrument, and we're ready to go. So here again, the importance of doing the lubrication is going to give you longer life of your articulator. It's going to give you better function of your articulator and keep things functioning the way they should. So hopefully with less maintenance issues. So from us at Whip-Mix here, we wish you a good day and thank you very much for watching the video.